okwu anyị ọnụ a na-akpọ nyakịrịpụtụ mụ na elu mụ na ala mụ na ọhịa mụ na ụzọ I gan. What's up, family and friends? Welcome to the Woke Nation, our nation of factual truth, where I share factual truth with you without being biased, without fear, without favor. I'm talking about spirituality today. I hear people, Igbo people, will I say the Christians too. You hear them thinking that spirituality is African root. It's not. I want us to keep spreading this knowledge about Africa so that even people that are beginning to wake up, we know the difference between waking up and the spirituality. Waking up has nothing to do with spirituality. Spirituality has nothing to do with African roots. There is no spirituality in African roots. Spirituality is like a leaf. But this one is not even the leaf of the tree. It's a leaf. It's an artificial leaf, made up one. That's what spirituality is. Spirituality is a belief system. It's not ancient African stuff. Spirituality is a belief. If you check for the definition of spirituality, they will say it's individual's ultimate search. Ultimate search. It says for purpose or meaning of life. It refers somebody believing there is higher self, there is higher being, there is spirit being. There is not. Spirituality is a mere belief. It has nothing to do with reality. African roots are science and technology. African roots are science and technology. I'm not talking about myths people made up or folklores or fairy tales, you know, things that people made up. That's not people's root. What you made up is not your root. What you search out is not your root. Your root is, you are rooted in your root. You know, just look at the tree. You cannot see the root of the tree, but you know it is the root that is holding the tree, not the tree holding the root. It is the root that is holding the tree. Spirituality is not holding anybody. You can live your life without spirituality. You can live your life without any higher self or lower self. It's people making up all those things out of their illusion, misinterpretation of what is real. Your brain is real. That's what they call the third eye. That's what they call the spiritual eyes. It's not anything spiritual. There's nothing spiritual about your organs. Everything about your organs are natural. You are nature. Africans, you are not a mix-up. Igbo people will tell you, ihe amuramu ka ihe agwara agwo. Spirituality is ihe agwara agwo. Science is ihe amuramu. Ihe amuramu site na amamihe mmadụ nwere, site na mmụta ihe mmadụ mụtara, ịmụtara nye ya ụmụ. That's why in the ancient times, black people don't send their children to school. They don't send their children to learn from any other person. It's what you know, you pass down to your children until they begin to pass down what they believe instead of what they know. They know that they can come together and plan and execute whatever they plan to execute, but they can never see what they believe. That's why what they believe must be maintained by fear and faith. Without fear and faith, spirituality will just die. You don't need spirituality for anything. Spirituality cannot change anything in your life or in the society. Spirituality is a mere belief. Some says their own spirituality is believing in their ancestors. honoring their ancestors, worshiping their ancestors. It doesn't make sense. Which ancestor are you worshiping? Which ancestors are you honoring? You say you are honoring the people that gave birth to you. For what? Why? Why are you honoring them? For what? They are no longer here. In fact, in spirituality, you celebrate failure. In spirituality, you celebrate what does not matter to your life, what does not add anything to your life, and you believe, yeah, you will make sense of that. That's why in spirituality they created like laws, commandments, principles. It is not in nature. We don't have any principle in nature. We don't have any law in nature. We don't have any commandment in nature. It is people making those things up for what? Control. Spirituality is controlling yourself beyond what you're supposed to. You're not supposed to go beyond what you know. But now in your own imagination, you just go beyond what you know, denying fact or contradicting it or making it to subject to your illusion, to your opinion, to your feelings. That's spirituality. You have your own, I have my own. That's why you hear people will tell you, believe what you believe. Let me believe what. That's spirituality. Believe what you believe. I believe what I believe. But in science, you don't say, know what you know. I know what I know. No, everybody know this is how it works. This is this thing. You can't bring your manual television now and say you want to operate it like a smart television. It's impossible. It's impossible. And you hear them saying that, I want you to know that if you want to understand spirituality more, look at Christianity, because they copied from spirituality to establish their own religion. Spirituality is the mother of religion. Without spirituality, there's no religion. And without your concept or without your imagination, there's no spirituality. You are the one that is bothering yourself with what does not exist. Fighting spiritual battle that does not exist. Believing in a spring being that does not exist. There is nothing you can achieve today with spirituality. Nobody has ever achieved anything meaningful with spirituality. If you believe your ancestors were practicing spirituality and is that powerful, why did the white people come and defeat them? Spirituality till tomorrow has not helped Africa in any way. Never. But they keep believing it. Look at people who say they are not religious. They are not spiritual. They are the same thing. They operate the same way with religious people because it's make believe. You believe if you cook food for your ancestors, things will go well with you. That's bullshit. Your ancestors don't need anything from you. They don't need anything for you. They don't exist somewhere waiting for you to do anything for them. But if you believe they exist somewhere, you know, as they visited native doctors, they will tell you, you know, that your spirit is in the spiritual world, living and fighting for you. While you are in the natural world, living and fighting for your spirit. Does that make sense? That is it, they made it up. They cannot demonstrate what they just said. Where is that spiritual world located? They cannot show you. They cannot tell you. I mean, they only tell you. Even Pericoma, who we value so much as a spiritual or traditional person in Igbo land, he will tell you that, yeah, now the place or location or abode of the spirit is far. But if you ask me to go there, I don't know. Nobody knows the way to there. That's why when Christians came and stole the concept, they tell you Jesus is the way to that place. Which place? They asked Jesus the place. Jesus could not show it. They asked Jesus, show us the higher being you are talking about. Jesus could not show it. The same thing spiritual people are doing. That's why they end up telling you that sacrifice, a ritual, that's spiritual things. We are doing spiritual things. No, you are doing wicked things. You are doing foolish, in fact, foolish things. Believing by killing, you can secure certain things. You don't secure anything by killing unless you are fighting for your freedom. You kill goats, you kill chicken, you kill people in the name of ritual, and it can never make you better. China is developing, you are not. They come, one person with gun will come with your spirituality. All the ancestors around you, all the spirit in you and around you, you will still run away. You become a victim. They will kill you just with a gun. Then what do you need spirituality for? Just like the same people that believe, oh, there is God, but it's not the way. Then what do you need that God for? A God that cannot feed you, a God that cannot clothe you, a God that cannot provide for you, cannot pay you a bill. You are the one, after worshiping that God with what you labored for, you still say that God is the one working for you or protecting you or doing anything for you. Spirituality is foolishness. It's superstition, my people. It's foolishness for you to say you believe in a God that cannot do anything for you in the time of need. If you worship somebody that is there to help you, I can even agree with you to a certain extent. But this one, there is no benefit. There's no need for you to believe in God or have God. It's a waste of your time. It's foolishness. Look at the so-called African culture and tradition. You see foolishness everywhere. Foolishness, what they call this one. If you see it, you will see full of foolish violence. Something that is useless to us. Entertainment, we can entertain ourselves daily. That's what Africans do, which why they say that Owambi de Kama. They work in the day, in the evening, they relax and celebrate, not having all these special days, special festival, bullshit, wasting your time and your resources. Celebration is what you're supposed to do every day. Africans build life in their daily life. I mean, whatever enjoyment in their daily life. Work in the day, enjoy in the evening, then sleep over the night to regain your strength. Then tomorrow you wake up again, continue living well without worry, without what is the purpose. All those things are foolishness and wasting your time and your resources. Wake up and stop being foolish in the name of I believe.